Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And of course, we've got a lot of things to tell you about, things that are happening here in Grenada mostly, and other parts of the world. If you're in St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, wherever you are, we'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live show. People, this is where it all happens. We are talking about news discussed, not told. Brace all yourselves. If you are watching the program for the first time, we usually like to say thank you for so doing and welcome to the business. And of course, to the people who are always here on the program, we call you the usual suspects. We'd like to say hello to you and welcome likewise. How was your day today? Now, a lot of things are happening in Grenada right now. The industrial climate is heating up. We've got the Public Workers Union. We've got the Grenada Union of Teachers. And of course, we've got the Technical and Allied Workers Union having a press conference, joined a press conference today, of course, updating the nation on the status of negotiations between them and the government of Grenada. Of course, it seemed like things are about to happen. Things are about to go down if they do not have what they're asking for. In fact, the unions, they're asking of their members to wear their union t-shirts or colors, red, black, etc. We're going to talk more about that when we come back from our first break. We also have to tell you that we've heard from the National Disaster Management Agency, and they are saying that 2021 is going to be a game changer with regard to disaster management. We've got the latest COVID-19 data for Grenada. According to media reports, Dr. Keith Mitchell, the Prime Minister of Grenada, has gained some grounds in a lawsuit against the PRO of the National Democratic Congress, that is Claudette Joseph. We're going to share more information about that to you in a while. Masked men hijacks a sales vehicle, according to reports. We're going to talk about that as well. Our very own sportsman, he's out there. We're talking about Fletcher, making a name for himself and flying the Grenada flag as high as possible. We don't hear enough about him. We're going to talk about that in a moment. And CARPHA urges enhanced vigilance in response to UK variant of the COVID-19. And singing Sandra has died. We have that and more to tell you about. We got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Lakes Laundry Detergent, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Digicel, Nawasa, Quartz Grenada Limited, the Ministry of Health. We want to say thank you guys for sponsoring our headlines. And of course, when we come back, it could be real news in Olilili Lolo. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to invite everyone on the program to please go ahead and share the business. You see, when you share the business, that's how people get to know that the business has started. Get all a glass of water, whatever it is. Guys, get comfortable. We are coming back.
Hey man. Well, man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair. The wife wants you to live on. What you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with more.
Well, what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people look good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch. Like you have more than your heirs. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going down this mud? You don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
Just give them licks.
If your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
Give them licks.
if your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
Just give them licks.
just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark and dust still on your floor,
Our licks for them.
if your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks,
Licks.
so the color's fading and the stains still in your clothes, huh?
Licks, licks, licks.
Your product's giving you licks.
Then choose licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, family members, again, we'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey live program. We appreciate your company here all the time. We don't plan on staying too long on the program tonight, you know what I mean? Your boy tired. You know, I'm gonna kick up my foot, eat some pistachio, and watch a movie. So let me go quick. You know what I mean? Now, the National Celebrations Committee, the NCC, and the Rotary Club of Grenada, they have partnered to include some park features to commemorate Grenada's 47th independence celebration. Now, a number of displays from Rotary's Holiday Lights at Quarantine Point Recreational Park have been converted to reflect Grenada's national colors, and the Independence Committee have decorated the park with the traditional buntings and pennants and so on. They say that they're depicting the national colors. all right, of the red and the green and the yellow or the gold. Now, Rotary's president, that's Mr. Henry Joseph, he welcomes the partnership, and he says that it is in keeping with the Rotary International's areas of focus, which includes economic and community development. Quarantine Point Recreational Park is open daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. However, the displays will be lit on weekend nights only, and on Mondays 8 February from 6 p.m. with the usual outdoor movie starting at 5 p.m. Additionally, vendors will be invited to display and sell their products at the park, all right, on selected days during the weekend of the 5th of February to the 8th of February under strict COVID-19 guidelines advised by the Ministry of Health. Now, the park will also feature the Ariza Credit Union Snow Zone, all right, specialty foods. They're going to be having a live pizza oven, Candyland, Ramdani's refreshment, and you know, it goes on and on and on and on. All right, so they're saying that it is going to be somewhat like a family kind of thing. So they're inviting persons to come and check it out. All right, so all go and check out the lights and thing now. You know what I mean? You know, and they're saying that expect to follow the COVID-19 guidelines. So there are markers in the park. All right, and so families and friends have to stay within that little zone. You understand? You cannot go in this zone. You understand? And once you're leaving that zone, that safe zone, then you'll have to put on your mask and so on, right? Once you're walking around the park, you'll have to have on a mask and so on. So it's good stuff. So check it out. All right. So we've heard from the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, and they are saying with regard to disaster management, 2021 is going to be a game changer. We have now Oslin Crosby with that report.
2021 is anticipated to be a game-changing year for disaster management in Grenada, guided under the pillars of capacity building, fostering relationships with key stakeholders, and attracting fresh faces to the disaster management process. Disaster Coordinator Mr. Benedict Peters spoke to the objectives of the plan.
The objective is to build the capacity within the Secretariat. I'm of the opinion that what happens within the agency, which as we understand is much larger than the Secretariat, the staff must have a good understanding of what is happening, why is it happening, and how they could play a better role in making it happen.
Staff at the agency has been engaging in a series of capacity building workshop and familiarization sessions aimed at sharing institutional knowledge.
We're also trying to build some institutional memory. People like me and others, we are going out. So if we have the equipment and the facility, we should now try to store information so that we'll build capacity. So as persons move on, the information and the contributions they make will remain and others can learn from it.
Sharing on the expectations of the agency for 2021, Mr. Peters says we hope to build a framework on ways to build resilient communities in the state of Grenada.
We hope to develop a criteria for the community where we could develop community resilience. So we are now putting in place different methods to develop a criteria for community resilience. So when we go out to the community, we will identify a community, most likely in both coordinators, community programs district, where we're going to work and build the information from that community to guide the assessment of its resilience. And that is one of the things that will happen in 2021.
Another focus area will be the engagement of more people to serve in the disaster management process.
Disaster management is about numbers. You know, having one person knowing one thing is not enough because we never know what will happen. So you have to also get, and it's a number of persons, different persons understanding what is happening is also important. So we'll have to engage a number of people to get numbers because that's how we get help, by numbers. So we'll have to engage different organizations to work along with the agency to build the numbers.
On Tuesday 19th and Thursday 21st January, staff were engaged in 2 internal workshops on the use of the communication equipment and relief management, followed by another session on Monday 25th, reviewing the country's National Disaster Management Plan. I am Oslin Crosby from the National Disaster Management Agency PR Unit.
All right, folks, we do want to apologize for that slight interruption in our broadcast. Now we move on. Now here's what's happening, folks. We now have an update from the Ministry of Health regarding Grenada's COVID-19 status. That's right. Here we go. Now, according to the ministry, as of the 28th of January 2021, 4 p.m., total confirmed cases in Grenada 148. Imported cases 70, total recovered cases 142, total active cases only 5. All right, all 5 cases are import cases. There are no local cases of COVID-19 in Grenada. Grenada has recorded so far 1 death as a result of the COVID-19, and there are no new positive cases to date, and there are currently no patients in hospital with any problems relating to COVID-19. The total PCR tests conducted so far, 19,799. The total persons in self-isolation, only 5. Total persons in quarantine facilities, 197. And hospitalized cases to date were 6. All right. And these are the numbers as submitted 4 p.m. today by the Ministry of Health. According to reports, and police are yet to confirm, there was an incident involving masked men. You understand? Who hijacked a sales vehicle and made off with an undisclosed sum of cash. In Grenada, right? Hey. Now, you would remember, it was a couple weeks ago, police came on to the program and they were visiting various media houses, advising persons to please be on the lookout, particularly sales vans and so on, because, you know, as time gets harder, persons will become more desperate in their measures to earn money. Or to obtain, I shouldn't say earn, to obtain money. And of course, so we are hearing that this company, the sales van, in fact, were hijacked. You understand? And the masked men made off with an undisclosed amount of cash. We're going to see if we can get more details on that for you and tell you tomorrow, God's willing. Grenada's Fletcher continues to really fly the flag high. And you know, here on the program, we try to recognize our people all the time. And he's one such person that deserves that recognition. You understand? He's out there, people, playing good cricket with the top boys. And he's making a name for he's in fact, I think it's fair to say that he is standing out. So he's playing in Abu Dhabi, the T20 League, and in his first match today, he knocked up 32 runs. You understand? Hitting boundaries and things like normal. You understand? So earlier, you know, I find we don't give him enough credit. Fletcher. You understand? This time around, he hit 4 fours and 2 sixes, and before that, the man was just playing. Real game. You understand? So please, let's continue to recognize him. All right? Oh yeah, we are moving on. Here the next piece, boy. Public sector unions have called for protest action tomorrow. Well, when I say protest, don't get me wrong. I ain't talking about on the street. They are going to be wearing, the members, t-shirt and thing, the union t-shirts and thing. All that has to do with them wanting their 4% increase in salary, which was agreed upon by the parties, that's the government, and the unions themselves. Now the government has asked for a deferral for the 2021 period. And the unions say, well, the unions were the ones who, because first of all, they're saying that the government wanted to not pay it at all, but they suggested, which is the unions, that they deferred. So they asked for a deferral, and in addition to that, understand? They put some conditions on the table. You understand? It must be with a 0.5 interest for each month. And the sum must be paid retroactively on the July payday. So far, they have not come to any conclusion. And so, as the month is ending, they're not seeing the 4%. And they're saying, we are not going to have it. So as of tomorrow, the unions have advised their members that they will be wearing the union t-shirts, they will be wearing red, they will be wearing black, and all those stuff. In a show of solidarity for the struggle. You know, I'm using their terms now. Now, in a press conference held today, you know, by the three unions, Mr. Andre Lewis, said the government, they are yet to pay on the amount that they have agreed upon.
The public must be aware that there is an ongoing issue between the government as our employer and the public sector workers, which will include, although not represented here, the police, the prisons, and other workers who are entitled to the 4% increase that we had agreed upon. What has brought us here, as I've indicated, is that as of the end of this pay cycle, as we currently speak, we are aware that the government has not yet, I say not yet because January is not fully completed, has not yet added on the 4% that they sought to undo. This is a very serious matter for us, because what it speaks to is a blatant approach by the government to dictate what they want. In other words, it is okay to come to us to make a request to consider 2021 different, given all that is happening. But it is another matter when you would unilaterally decide to do your own thing. Because in order to not pay the 4%, you must get our agreement, and we have not given that. You have not paid us the salaries that you have.
Okay, all right, so that's Mr. Andre Lewis. Now he's saying that there are a number of outstanding matters left to be resolved by the government. And so they thought it necessary that since they are discussing new agreements and arrangements, that be put on the table.
You have not paid us the salaries that you have docked from us. We have a number of outstanding issues as to workers not being made permanent. And we can enter, our workers would be prepared to have a discussion, or it would make it much easier if you regularize those matters or sort it out. Those things have not been done. And what makes it worse is that, as far as the government is concerned, that we are out of place to put those proposals on the table. Because as far as they are concerned, this is not about negotiations. As far as they are concerned, negotiations ended when we signed that agreement in 2019. But it must make sense that if you put on the table for us to reconsider what is due for 2021, you have reopened the door for negotiations. In other words, you cannot dictate to us what to do with our bread. And let me address the issue of bread. We have always shared our bread. The workers of this country, and in particular the public officers of this country, have over the years demonstrated our commitment to the working people of this country and the nation as a whole. For many years, we took 0 increases. For many years, we gave up. We are the ones whose pockets that the employer was able to find much easy to make the deduction of the taxes that were reimposed and imposed during the structural adjustment period that is still in existence up to today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andre Lewis. Now, the president of the Public Workers Union, that is Rachel Roberts, she is saying that people are saying that the workers are being greedy and that and this and that and that, but they say that the majority or a lot of their workers are working for very measly salaries. She said a lot of them are on the lower end of the income scale.
That it wants public officers not to be able to grow and to be able to develop themselves. Many of our members cannot go to the bank and get a loan. Many of our members cannot actually get themselves into universities to further educate themselves and develop themselves. And let me point out, the majority of our members are not going to be gaining anything big from this 4% increase, because about 70% of our members lies within the A to E category of the salary scale, which whose salaries are very low.
To have big thoughts in mind when you hear 13 million unsubstantiated and others. But the real...
Alrighty, sorry, before even going to that, here's the next thing. The second vice president of the GUT, Mr. Thompson Marshall, it says that the increase they are requesting is nothing really significant.
To have big thoughts in mind when you hear 13 million unsubstantiated and others. But the real benefit to teachers, to the average teacher, per month for that increase, cannot fully pay a Grenada bill. It is small, but it is something. And whatever little our gains, they must be kept. What is really worrying here of concern is that documents and agreements must be respected. If any party to an agreement can unilaterally decide not to fulfill their responsibility, then that affects the trust of all agreements past and all agreements to come. The final article of our last collective agreement, Article 17, the very last line says, while any amendment is being debated, the existing agreement remains in full force. This is where we are. And maybe if there was enough avenue left for debate, that's one thing. But we had 2 meetings with our employers. And then we were told that there would not be payment of the 4%. This cannot be allowed to stand. Whatever changes must be agreed by both parties, that is the teachers of Grenada, through the Grenada Union of Teachers and our employers.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh boy. And so again, they are asking of the members of the various unions to wear your union t-shirts as a show of protest. And of course, Andre Lewis today hinted that there might just be more to come if there is no satisfaction or no agreement on this particular matter. Earlier, hold on, boy. Just before coming on the program, we monitored a report by Now Grenada that speaks of Dr. Mitchell gaining some grounds in a lawsuit against PRO of the National Democratic Congress. We're talking about Claudette Joseph. The matter of the High Court Grenada on Thursday, the master there of the High Court of Grenada on Thursday dismissed the application filed by Claudette Joseph to file a defense in a defamation lawsuit filed by the Prime Minister Keith Mitchell after she claimed that he was an investor in the failed shrimp farm project. They say that she attempted to file a defense after the allocated time, but with the court dismissing her application, Joseph, who is a lawyer by profession, now runs into the possibility of having a judgment that can see her paying thousands to the Prime Minister of Grenada. Dr. Mitchell, when she made the statement, asked her through his lawyer to apologize, to cease and desist from making any further statements in that regard, and to pay damages in the sum, I think, of $350,000. So this new development means that she would not be able to prefer any sort of defense for her claims made in as a result of this, well, that resulted in this lawsuit. And if she loses the matter outright, then who knows, in terms of the judgment, what amount they will be asking for her to pay in damages. I'm sure she's going to put up a, let's see, she still had to put up a fight one way or the next, Claudette. Yeah, Zan. Anyway, let's see how that piece could go out. You remember that Joseph, in I think it was in 2019 or somewhere thereabout, made statements to the effect that Dr. Mitchell was part of the whole shrimp farm. He's one of those investors and so on, alluding to the manner in which it failed and so on. And so Dr. Mitchell said that, that ain't true. That ain't true. So anyway, let's see how that piece go and handle itself. Yeah, Papa, I ain't coming for that. Oh, yeah. We're moving on. How we looking? Oh, yo, time flying by. The Caribbean Public Health Agency says it is crucial to properly and consistently employ and increase the public's adherence to COVID-19 protocols and the measures with the discovery and the proliferation of multiple COVID-19 variations and variants, if you want to call them that. Folks, a number of different variants of COVID-19 has been discovered. And they say to date, the more popular ones are that of the UK variant and that one from Belize. I think there's another one that emerged from South Africa. You understand? And they're saying that, hey, with all of that happening, we got to do what we got to do, man. We got to try hard. You guys understand what's happening in St. Lucia? Right now, they are having a third wave that is sweeping through the country. Barbados are going through their own battle, fighting. You understand? They're going on a lockdown. You understand? Strict lockdown measures. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, hey, well, we don't want to talk about that piece. You understand? We here are lucky. We have 5 cases. And in a few days, if we don't get any more coming into the country, we'll be down to 0 in just a couple of days, In just a couple of days, Grenada, if no other cases come through Grenada, and if those who are currently in quarantine doesn't breach, then Grenada will be down to 0 cases. Still, we are not probably give yourself a tap on the back because we ain't doing too bad. As a people, you understand? We're compliant. You understand? Anyway, lady that talk. We're moving on. How we looking? Oh, yeah. Our very own singing Sandra. I think they say she's from Grenada, right? And every time she come here, and if I line after about now, she does tell the truth. Every time she comes here, talks about her being a Grenadian. Now, according to reports, she passed away overnight last night. You understand? Singing Sandra has not changed over the years in terms of a message about war, woman keeping herself, dying with their dignity, speaking of the value of peace, the struggles in the ghetto. It's no doubt that she has impacted the lives of many of us, you and I, one way or the next. I guess as much. Imagine some fellas on there, you say, boy, you're gonna eat our food. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna eat our food. And then when you meet the woman now, the woman repeat words from singing Sandra. I know some man hate singing Sandra. No, serious. Some men don't like singing Sandra at all. Because she put spokes in their wheel. Well, maybe she put sticks in the spokes. I mean, I never really like that spoke in wheel talk. Because the wheel needs spokes. But anyway, she put stick in people's spokes. Yeah, that's that. Telling you with that tune, boy, that tune never die. So, we gonna miss her. You know, she's been here so many times and performed with enthusiasm every time she's here. So we gonna miss her. I think my favorite song from her is about the war. You understand? The value of peace. I'm talking about if we start to fight war, we will always be fighting. You know? So, yeah, boy. Singing Sandra, girl. Yeah, man. So anyway. Yeah, so she died. And the world is going to miss a true icon. You understand? We've had some of the cultural associations and so on here in Grenada sending out notices and so on out today. Condolence messages and so on. In fact, I saw a lot coming from many of the other countries talking about her impact in the Calypso arena, and not only that, but also in general, because through Calypso, she was able to touch the lives of many. So, again, Sandra girl, no. We're moving on. How are we looking for time? You understand? You know, I was talking about war on the radio today. You know, there are a lot of people who are going to come for you, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people who are going to come for you. My advice to you is never, ever fight back when you are not ready. And most times, people come to you with a fight when you are unprepared. And you may be lucky, you might be lucky to respond and win. But how about if you give yourself more time to build your defense and fight back? You understand? And fighting back doesn't necessarily mean being physical. Fighting back could also result in your silence. That too is a form of fight back. But anytime you respond immediately in kind to someone who is fighting against you, you lost already. Even if in the immediate you would have been that victor. Have you ever seen that before? That a man win a fight? No. In your eyes. And again, not a physical fight, but whatever that battle was. Yeah? And the backlash that came from his victory is worse than if he lost that battle. So did he really win? You understand what I'm saying? And so the point is, and that's news discussed not told, so we just talk. You understand? That's what we're here to do. If all you want to see news with people sit down, so you're in the wrong place. This is news discussed. Going back to the point. Never fight. Never respond immediately. Take your time. Think. Walk away. Think about how it is that you're going to respond. Whether you will respond with vengeance, with force, with love, with silence. But always give yourself that time to think of the best way of responding. Okay? Let them bring the fight to you. Don't go to their turf. Let them bring it. And while they are fighting against you, you record their moves. You understand? You record their moves. And you build your defense. Because as they continue, when they go left or they go right again, we're not talking physical fight here. We are talking about the neighbor who is going after you. We are talking about that family member who ain't giving you a break. We are talking about that colleague who is trying to take your space. You understand? Observe the every move and take time to build your defense. Eventually, they'll get so busy fighting against you that they will leave their base wide open. They'll be so busy focusing on how to defeat you that they will leave their base wide open. And my friends, that's when you make your move. It will be so easy. You could eat ice cream and watch them fall. You understand? You hear me, brothers and sisters? Oh, I feel like I could go in church. I feel like I could preach. You're telling me. You understand? But I don't play with words. I don't pretend. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you to play stupid. No, I'm telling you that you have to fight back. Just know that you have to. But it's how you choose to do that is what matters. You understand? So let's leave that talk. You understand? How are you looking for time? You understand? I'm telling you, they're so busy going after you. I think and after a while they get burned. They burn, they can't raise their nose, and all you do is just walk over them and you're going to play your mass. Folks, we're going to take a quick break and come back. And when we come back, we've got the national report, we've got the weather for you, and who knows, we might give you something free on the program. You understand? So take all the time. We're coming back.
Hey man. Old man, that's you making us that trip. Why do all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair. The wife wants you to live on. What you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with more.
But what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people good who they want them on.
Well, watch, like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. When you go down this mode, you don't need it. Leave the mode, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandra complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 143114 232 1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus, get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Alright, family members, it is now time for the National Report.
Government commended for bringing relief through feeder roads project in Carriacou. We'll have the details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, January 28th, 2021, I am Sherry Ann Noel. The government of Grenada has been commended for helping to tackle the major road problem in Carriacou. 2 months after the sword-turning ceremony to signal the start of work on the Cherry Hill Road on the Sister Isle, work is now underway to improve the condition of the road and bring relief to motorists and residents in the area. It forms part of government's Agriculture Feeder Roads project and entails the construction of 1 kilometer of concrete road and drains in the Cherry Hill area to the tune of 3.1 million EC dollars. Contractor James Stafford of Skies Construction says government must be applauded for helping to alleviate the problems that have been experienced in that area. He says despite the inconvenience, residents of the area have been very cooperative since the beginning of construction. In addition to the 3,280 feet of road to be constructed, Stafford noted that the scope of the project also entails the construction of driveways, drains, cross culverts and back walls, which he believes will bring relief not only to residents of the area, but also bus and taxi operators on the northern route who have been clamoring for better road conditions over the years.
It's a road that in the past, as some of the residents would say, they have never seen it work before. I can tell you, being a resident of Carriacou, the last time this road was worked would have been over 30 to 40 years ago. So it's a road that was well deserved and it was a long way in coming. And now that the government has secured financing under the Feeder Road project, we have started on the 4th of January, and work is on the way. The residents can't believe, they're getting the road. They've been calling on for the road so much that now it's here, and it's like a shock. They can't believe. And we're getting full cooperation.
With no major challenges confronting them, Stafford is confident that it will be delivered on or before its 12-month timeline. An alternative route will be opened on February 5th. The project will create employment for over 100 construction workers, including women. Moving along, government was on course to record growth in 2020 and so would have been able to make payments towards the repurchase of Grenada shares from WRB. That statement by Senator Roland Bowler in response to pronouncements made by Labour Senator Andrew Lewis on Wednesday during the sitting of the Upper House. Senators added their voices to the resolution put forward by Leader of Government Business, Senator Simon Steele, to affirm the settlement of the award between the Grenada Private Power Limited and WRB Enterprises Inc. as claimants and the Government of Grenada as respondent. Senator Bowler explained that had it not been for COVID-19, government would have recorded a surplus and would have been in a better position to make the payments.
For the first quarter of 2020, the report would show that based on the projected earnings for the first quarter of 2020, it surpassed that of what was projected and surpassed that of 2019. So in other words, it meant that had it not been for COVID-19, again for 2020, if nothing else happened, the government was on course, I believe, to do well so that we could have seen surpluses in our budget. And I dare say that with the kind of management that we had seen over the years, if it was not for COVID 2020 and the savings, there would have been a way to find some resources to at least make payment. I don't know if we would have found the amount we did, but I believe from what we have seen, there would have been a way to find that because the government was on track to do well.
Senators Nolan Cox and Winston Garraway emphasized how the sale in 1994 inhibited the country's ability to grow.
These 80 years, we only had 26 of it, I believe, so far. My colleague representing the business sector can attest to the challenges that business have to undergo in terms of meeting their monthly commitments for energy costs. We believe that this has significantly affected the manufacturing sector in Grenada and most of the agriculture sector to a greater extent.
When you will have a country giving up its sovereign rights to a foreign entity what you have actually done is to give away your ability to protect the assets and patrimony of the country. And you're telling me this is not a straitjacket? It's more than a straitjacket.
President of the Senate Chester Humphrey said he was unsupportive of the sale back in 1994, and his position has never changed.
That share purchase agreement was an obscene and atrocious act of sale with nothing in the past that equaled it. That was my individual, collective position then, and it is now.
Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Business and CARICOM Affairs, Honorable Oliver Joseph, explained in a recent press conference that government had to review all capital projects where money was not spent because of the lockdown to recoup money for repurchasing the shares. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Calypso fans, the 9 finalists to challenge the reigning independence Calypso monarch Sean Nas, the Sour Serpent, on Friday, February 5th at the National Stadium have been selected. Admission is free from the comfort of your homes. Will Sour Serpent hold on to the reign, or will the crown change heads as Sheldon Douglas, Anthony Darius, Croqueta, Jermaine Simon, Teddy Christopher, Philanda Jeffrey, Alicia Alexis, Edison Francis, and Anthony Etienne all vie for the coveted crown. Time alone will tell, so join the National Celebrations Committee in what promises to be an evening of great calypsos. Carried live on GIS Channel 22, the National Celebrations Committee, and GIS Facebook pages and YouTube channels. Remember the date, Friday, February 5th, 6 p.m. The virtual staging of the 2021 Independence Calypso Monarch, building together a safer, more resilient nation in these challenging times.
Welcome back. Disaster management will be improved this year as the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, highlights its new strategic plan to build resilience, capacity, and strengthens relationship with key stakeholders. The agency's Public Relations Officer, Austin Crosby, highlights some of these plans.
2021 is anticipated to be a game-changing year for disaster management in Grenada, guided under the pillars of capacity building, fostering relationships with key stakeholders,
to develop a criteria
process.
Disaster
management plan. I am Austin Crosby from the National Disaster Management Agency PR Unit.
Thank you, Oslin. Grenadian young leader Bevan Chattel Charles is among 20 young individuals from 18 countries who have been announced as finalists for this year's Commonwealth Youth Awards. The awards recognize outstanding Commonwealth young people whose projects are transforming lives in their communities and helping to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. More than 1,000 entries from 43 Commonwealth countries were received last year. The finalists were selected across each of the awards' regional categories following a rigorous judging process. This year, the award have expanded to include 5 regional categories: Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Europe and Canada, and the Pacific. The top finalists from each region will be announced as the regional winner at the official awards ceremony on March 10, 2021. The ceremony will be held virtually for the first time due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Of these 5 regional winners, 1 outstanding young person will become Commonwealth Young Person of the Year 2021. All 20 finalists will each receive a trophy, certificate, and £1,000 to expand the impact of their projects. Each regional winner will receive £3,000, and the overall Pan-Commonwealth winner will take home a total of £5,000.
Grenada, all ya come home, me dey home. Only for all who don't know, I is half Grenadian. I is half Guavarian. You understand? And I have family in here tonight, you know. I love all you too bad. Mr. Mitchell, pleasant night to you, sir. I want all you to protest. As Mr. Mitchell, and tell him, get Sandra she Grenadian passport. I know all you. All who agree with me say yay. Well, Mr. Mitchell, you lost, you know, a choice. sun rises slowly over the hills. Everywhere is gold and sunlight, but still, most nights its satyrs are crowded. Their days and dark days are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only vultures get their fill. Empty promises is what they get. No running water from year to year.
Former Calypso monarch Sandra this weekend's Millington, who goes by the moniker of Singing Sandra, passed away on Thursday morning. The 64-year-old Trinidadian Calypsonian, who won the Calypso monarch title in Trinidad in 1999 and 2003, will be remembered for her prowess in Calypso over the years and her appearances at the Guave Fisherman's birthday celebrations. The Guave Improvement Committee in Grenada and the people of St. John also mourn the loss of a woman whom they say has touched the hearts of many with compelling commentaries. GIS spoke with committee chairman David Hopking, who remembers Singing Sandra as a respected and well-articulated individual.
It is with great sadness that we mourn the passing of Singing Sandra. For us in Guave and for the Guave Improvement Committee, she is very much part of us. She has performed many times at our Fisherman's Birthday celebrations. And you know, sometimes like you get an artist to come into Grenada, you have to put them up in hotels and so on. But Singing Sandra was different. When she comes to Grenada, whether to Guave to perform or anywhere, Guave is like her home. She moves around like this is her place. And we celebrate her and her music and the lovely renditions that she has put out there, renditions that touch the soul.
And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, January 28th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I'm Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry Ann. And here comes the weather report. Well, yeah, let's do the weather report. And then after that, we are going to get you, just pick up a few people on the program. All right, so folks, here it goes. Now, for tonight, the weather is expected to be fair and windy with light to moderate showers. We expect the minimum temperature to be 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Sea, moderate waves up to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is in effect. All right, and let's pick up Kireen and Kenny and Della, Michelle and Cynthia. Big up to you, Suzette, and the Michelles on the program. Who else is with us? We have Deborah, we have Ernesto, we have Ezran, we have Vicky, Java, Charmaine, Yvonne, and Cassie. Big up Cassie. All right, we have Angel as well, and Shireen. Smallman is fine, thanks for Shireen. Rolander and Ansha, blessings to you as well. And Angel and Joyous, thanks for watching. And who else? Everyone. Whoa, we run out of time. Whoa, we run out of time, so I gotta go. But God bless you and your family, all right? And we're gonna touch base. And I did say we were not gonna stay long, right? Boy. Anyway, you know when I see that, what happens? Take care of yourselves and your family until we meet again, God's willing, tomorrow. Take care.